Hello, this is JD79, and yeah, I've been sorry to having this little update over here, but well, the aftermaths of Irene, we're right now tracking Katia, which is right now in the Atlantic here. We don't want another hurricane around here, or even a tropical storm, because I mean the ground's just so saturated and like this here. What exactly happened in our area? Well, it was raining until like 11 or 12 o'clock towards the area, and then afterwards it was windy from there. And to be honest, 700,000 people across Massachusetts without power, and yet the amazing thing about it is that I've never lost power. I mean, the lights were flickering in the morning, but I didn't lose power. But I was actually going outside. I did heard electricity buzzing, arcing noises occasionally, and the tree that was on the tree branch that was on the power line was on there all day, and it was just amazes me that I didn't lose power, and I was expected to lose power. I did buy some batteries and charging up my DSs and stuff like that. Speaking of which, I did download the 8-bit NES games just for the heck of it, even though they're just black box games, like half of them, and really Nintendo, you should have haven't given us a second choice to download DSiWare and 3DSware games anyway. That's just, part of my anyway. Well, anyway, 700,000 folks lost power in my state. And it just is an eerie feeling that, it's an eerie feeling that when you have a number of power outages this high, and yet you don't lose power. And I feel bad for those. I mean, I just feel bad for those people who, especially for those people who lost power during these for days and days and days. And and yes, this happened to me once before during the April Fool's Day storm, where I have lost power for like 48 hours. I could that just brings back those memories. But the amazing thing, the amazing part of it is that set like a high number of people, like 5 or 6 million people in the United States was without power, and I was just anticipating that I was going to lose power at the time. It's still going to be in the memories. I'm sure that Irene will be a retired name. Let's hope for the best, and just put Katia over out to sea, because we just don't want another hurricane. And we've already dealt with a hurricane tropical storm this area today. But let's hope that again, I just hate to say to those people to the like for our area in the woods area, but let's hope the best case scenario is that it just goes out to sea. Of course, my second thing would probably that the Katia will continue west and then hit landfall south and avoid us, because and then the worst case scenario is, of course, taking this Irene track again and causing problems again. That's the last thing we want to need anyway. But let's hope that this hurricane stays out to sea, and the best case scenario would be just west of Bermuda but east of the things, avoiding any landfall. That's what I'm gonna have to say. But Irene will be remembered in my head. And yeah, there's a lot more notes out there. So people are just they're right now cleaning up my yard from all the twigs and the sticks that are out there. But yeah, many people say, "Hey, be happy, you didn't lose power." I'm not. I'm just feeling, just amazing that I didn't lose power, because I expected that I was going to lose power, because the lights were flickering in the morning, and that's the time I actually turned off the computer for the day, to protect it from any surges and blackouts from my PC becoming another one of those HPs that ruined my PC earlier today. And I'm sure Josh Ryan and Home of the Good Guys, yeah, just tell me what you've been through, because I mean, certainly Home of the Good Guys, they got, I think, Josh Ryan, Home of the Good Guys, I think they got a lot of rain, and the other thing what happened is, in Vermont, a whole neighborhood and a community were separated for a few days, and they had to send food and water to the neighborhood. And basically what happened is that west of us, they got drenched with a lot of rain, 10, 15 inches of rainfall. And, even if it's a tropical storm, I mean, you can still get really hammered by a hurricane like this here. Cape Cod and the islands, they got whacked with winds. They were spared from the worst. I mean, it could have been worse in the Cape and the islands. That's what it's going to be. Yeah, that's what I've been thinking about the Cape and the islands right now. I don't think there's any proponent yet of King Richard's Fair this weekend, as of yet. It's going to be a dry. I think it should remain dry this Saturday, although Sunday and Monday, it's going to be a wet day. So my plans for this Labor Day weekend is maybe go to a park after work tomorrow, and then go to the King's Fair on Saturday, and then Sunday and Monday, it's just going to be rainy. It's going to be probably just an indoor type of thing here. And after the King Richard's Fair, well, we got September 11th. We're going to probably be talking about a lot of that next week here. Just tell us what you guys were like during that day. Afterwards, the move pack's coming out. And then more games for the 3DS here. That's coming out here. Yeah, I'm an ambassador. But the thing of it is that the 20 games are getting for free. Yeah, I download it just for the sake of it. Even though I mean, people already have that game, in one shape or form. And but really, Nintendo, you should have giving us a second option, like go to the classics option for those who've been the 8-bit NES before. Yeah, I think it is for people who are probably young at that time. I think like 13, 14-year-old, like 13-year-olds here who haven't grown up here. It's pretty fit for them here. But to me, I think what Nintendo should have done is produce a second pack, which provides the more recent DSi and 3DSware downloadable games. Or best of all, I think they probably should have given us like maybe $80 worth of credit towards downloadable content. What they probably should have done here. But I think what Nintendo should have done is that, they should have did a second pack where they should have did 3DS or DSiWare games, or either that or maybe in between 10 games from the Virtual Console and 10 DSiWare games. And that's what I thought about the pack here. Anyway, this is me. Aftermath of Irene. It's amazing I didn't lose power. The eerie feeling. I'm not exactly happy I didn't lose power like this, but I'm just saying that I'm amazed that it could have been a lot worse. I mean, it's just better safe than never to just get those batteries and charge up the stuff here. But yeah. For those of you who lost power, yeah. I think that NSTAR and National Grid should have give you a rebate for power outages and stuff like that. 3 or 4 days without power, I think that's too long. And I think by law, they should have. I think NSTAR and Mass Electric is supposed to give customers rebates if you ever lose power during a storm, and you shouldn't go through 3 or 4 days without power. But nothing I can control, and that's what I have to say. JD out. Let's hope we don't have any more tropical storms and hurricanes this season.